Welcome to the Lori and Cher show, Hacking into Awesome. I'm Lori Williamson.
And I'm Cher Jones.
And if you don't know, Cher and I are cousins, and we host this weekly Google Plus Hangout where we talk to absolutely amazing people and totally hack into what makes them awesome.
That's right, Miss Lori Williamson. And of course, tonight we have Adriel on joining us, our associate producer, and that's always exciting too. Hello, Adriel.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Adriel.
It's nice to have you on. Well, tonight's a special show, but before we get into that, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. If you guys are watching this live or on the replay, make sure you hit subscribe, show us some love, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and also give us some comment love. We want to know what's going on. And if you are over there on Facebook, you know we still want some like love on Facebook, so facebook.com/loriandcher. Give us the like. We always are sharing awesome stuff every single day on our Lori and Cher show page.
Yes, we are indeed. Wow. Cher Jones, this is episode 22. Can you believe it?
I am elated. This is insane. It's episode 22. We made it. We did it. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Can you tell?
So I don't know if you guys know, but Cher and I started this journey back on New Year's Eve 2013. So we went on air live doing our first hangout, and we were just going to see how it went. And 22 episodes later now, it is our last episode.
Yes. We started, this is insane. We started with goodbye 2013, hello 2014, and now it's like straight up in the middle practically of 2014. And it's our last episode of just season 1. We're not going anywhere for very long, but I can't believe we made it this far, and we were consistent, and we did it, and that's what we keep on talking about, Lori, just how important it was for us in this journey as far as just consistency and actually doing what we said what we set out to do.
Absolutely. And tonight what we're going to do is we're going to take a look back at the last 22 episodes. Plus, we are also going to tell you about what we're doing this summer, because Lori and Cher aren't going anywhere. But yeah, let's kick back before. Let's look back, I guess, at what we kind of just had experienced in the last couple of months of 2014. And then, of course, remember, we are coming back bigger, bolder, and better for season 2 of the Lori and Cher show. So, yeah, Cher, let's do this.
Let's do this indeed. I mean, I'm wishing Hangout technology was at the point where we could say, okay, roll the tape. And let's go. We have this like amazing, montage of what we've done. But we're gonna have to kick it to you old school, tell you the stories, tell you what we've done. And but this has been really exciting for me. This has been a bold move. I remember when we first started and it was just on another hangout, and we're like, we love this hangout stuff. And then we said goodbye 2013, hello 2014, and I mean, it's been an amazing journey.
Of course, and anyone who's watching, we do have one question for you. If you have a guest that you would like us to hack into their awesome for season 2, please tweet us. Our handles are above, or you can do the @LoriandCher. Feel free to comment below in the comment section on YouTube, or use the comment tracker on Google+. Just get at us. I think we have all of our information on here, but we'd love to know who you'd like us to get in contact with so we can hack into their awesome.
That's right.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Our first episode and now our last episode of season 1. What have you learned, Cher?
What have I learned? That everything and anything that can go wrong with Hangouts will.
Oh my gosh, that's the exact thing I was going to say.
I mean, I was so insistent in learning how to use this stuff, especially with the job that I do as a social media trainer and personal branding expert. I need to know tech. I need to know how to use it, and I've refused to let it beat me. And I mean, our first show, we started 45 minutes late. At this point, we didn't have an associate producer to help us, wrangle things up, do the social, and help us with all that. So we were ready to go on air, and then, what was it, the internet went down at my house, and all of a sudden, Yeah, that was the first mistake. Also, I learned about, making sure that your audio's right. You know how many shows I've watched where my audio was coming out of this microphone instead of this microphone that I paid a lot of money for? So, yeah, things like double checking, rechecking, and just creating that amazing look and feel. What about you, Lori? What did you learn?
Exactly what you said. Anything can happen. Anything will everything wrong that you dream of not happening will happen. But I think the other thing that I learned about this experience is people love to talk about when they're doing something awesome. I think we had some really good guests on that were really passionate about what they're doing, and I thought that people always want to inspire other people, and they always want to tell their story because they just want to help one person. So it's just the human spirit in the sense that people just want to be inspiring and they want to help. And I think I learned that definitely in people sharing their stories with us on the show. And they had a voice, I think, on this show where some of the people that we interviewed would never have had the opportunity to get, I guess, mainstream play on the TV or something like that. So I just, how people were so gracious and awesome about the whole process.
Exactly. And I mean, a lot of people don't even know what a hangout is. So when we were approaching people were like, what do I have to do? Do I need to get new equipment? They just didn't know. And even when we were promoting our hangouts, people didn't know what a hangout was. And then we had to basically communicate it as just a live stream on YouTube. That's it. You can come on your webcam and it's all cool. So yeah, just learning how to communicate. And I was really inspired by our guests too. And halfway through the season, we picked up the fabulous Adriel. Adriel, what did you learn so far along this ride? You've been a great help to us, really great ideas. You definitely bring some testosterone up into our very estrogen-heavy world. So tell us what you learned.
People just don't know about Google Hangouts. That's what I've learned the most, is that people have no clue what they are. You say, oh, come on Google Hangout. You can say what you need to say. And people are like, what's a Google Hangout? I know what Google is. I know what hanging out is. But together it just makes no sense to them. And then when you put it to YouTube, then everyone understands, oh, I know what YouTube is. But people not knowing about Google Hangouts, us being one of the first, is what I've really just been so proud of us doing.
Yeah, for sure. I think we still have a long way to go for people to understand what this all is and stuff like that, and we're having so much fun. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how people can learn about this whole technology later on. Okay, so Cher, let's talk about your favorite guest.
Yes. By far, my favorite guest, and the favorite guest that I had, as far as just the experience, or not that I had, that we had, was Paul C. Brunson. We put that show together so fast because we weren't sure if it was going to happen, and this happens a lot in Hangout World where we're not sure, things just don't work out according to plan, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's actually happening. But he was just, I mean, from the way that we put it together to the quality of the conversation, and we didn't have any technical glitches. I think that was like the first show. Not only did I enjoy the guests, but it was also hallmarked for me as not having any technical glitches. And so I think we're halfway in, like number 10 or something like that. And it was just like, finally, the start button's where it's supposed to be.
Really?
Yes, really. It was. Oh, and yes, he was really complimentary, so if you watch that, I was just like, really? Paul is great. No, but I think he's just a great guy, and great family guy, great guy about relationships and all that stuff. So, and he's becoming a good social friend, too. We talk about Game of Thrones, so, I mean, any fan of the Game of Thrones is definitely a friend of mine. So, what about you, Lori?
Oh, I was going to say Adriel. Adriel, you go next. What was your favorite episode?
Man, it's a tie between Steve LaBelle and Trent Shelton, but I gotta go with Trent Shelton because the way he flipped it up on you guys at the end was just insane to watch live. I was online when that happened. I was getting everyone to get their questions in, and at the end of the show, he randomly had questions for you guys and just flipped it on you guys, which no one had done before. So that was just insane to watch.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was. And you mentioned Steve Lobel too, because he wanted to stay on. He's like, no more games. I want to hang out with you guys, and that was really awesome and flattering for us too. I mean, there's so many awesome moments. What about you, Lori? What was your moment from season 1?
You know what? You guys are mentioning such great episodes. I definitely, I loved Paul C. Brunson because it was fun because we had introduced the whole, getting to know him, and because we're obviously all Jamaican, I think it was relevant because he was talking about all things Jamaican, and that's what we were focusing on a lot in that episode. So I thought that was fun. And then, of course, Trent Shelton. I mean, this guy is like mega uber popular in the social world. I've been inspired by his videos, and then to kind of see this guy, being a part of our show, I thought that was awesome. I was like, wow, we actually, we got him. And
Yeah.
also to go and visit him when he was here in Toronto, to go to his I don't know, what is it, his show or his conference?
Yeah, his speaking show.
Speaking engagement, yes. And to actually meet him, I thought that was actually really cool. Same thing, Steve Lobel, I enjoyed. He was really funny, and I think he was just really I loved it that he was keeping it real, and that he was so touching. I mean, we went from the hip hop world to him reciting a poem about his mom who had passed away. And just the stuff that he was doing when we were in the green room, remember, Cher?
Yeah. He took, we saw the private side of Steve Lobel. Definitely a very up close and personal.
We got
the exclusive,
exactly.
The exclusive.
But then you know what? I think I really loved. There's so many people that I really enjoyed. I loved Christina Rasmussen, Seconds First. I really enjoyed her and her passion, because she was just it was so infectious what she was talking about. And I think, her book and everything that she teaches about grief, I think is just so relevant. And I just look back at the life I've had in the last, year, and the grief that I've experienced. She just really was very touching, and I really it resonated a lot with me. So, yeah.
I also was looking back, because the later, the last half of our shows are pretty fresh. We also worked through the kinks, but I looked at some earlier shows, and one of the shows that stood out for me was actually Natasha Shondell. And I just loved her spirit. I loved everything about her passion and how she translated that into Mumbai Chopra, her show, and then even going on with her career. And I can definitely appreciate just her walk and her journey, and just that she put everything on the line to make this happen. And she said this one thing that was really interesting. It was a story, and she's like, a guy said, try to pick up that bottle of pepper, or the pepper shaker. And she's like, I picked it up. And he said, no, try. And she's like, she picked it up again. He said, no, try. He's like, you can't just try. It's either you do or you don't. So that was the Yoda moment. But I just found that really awesome. So, I wanted to look back, and who else did we forget? Because there's just so many awesome guests.
I loved the love show that we had with our love experts, Carmelia Ray and Thomas Edwards, who recently got married and was featured in People magazine. Talk about awesome. I thought that was great, because we had a ton of love questions, and it was just really interesting to get the experts' perspective on love. So I thought that was really, that was good. Of course, I loved the traveling mama, who isn't she in Rwanda right now?
You know what? I don't even know. I think so.
No. Heather Greenwood, she's in Rwanda right now. She has an awesome job, and it's a life that I can tell you I'd love to just, for a year go. I don't have a family, but I'd love to do it with when I have a family, and to go out and do something like that. So super cool.
Take a look at this though, Lori. This is our shows. These are all of our shows from season 1. And you just see all those faces standing out, and that's just insane. This is what we did. This is what we accomplished by saying, yeah, we're going to do this show, and we're going to do this show. And here we go. So that was just exciting for me when I look back at that snapshot, just to see all we accomplished.
Absolutely. I agree. Any OMG moments that happened this season that you remember, Adriel, that was like had you cracking up?
OMG moment.
Yeah.
The OMG moment happened recently when we had his name escapes me, Robert Terrell on the last show, and he explained to you guys what features meant. I don't know why that was an OMG moment for me. I thought that was just hilarious that you guys had no clue what features were. I know Cher knows a little more about hip hop than Lori does, but you guys seem completely clueless.
Yeah.
But now that you guys were clueless, he gave you the knowledge, so now you guys can go and drop an album or do whatever you need to do because you guys got all the knowledge now.
That's right. I can negotiate now. Me and Robert, I'll go hang out in Atlanta or New York or wherever he's at this point. And go, yeah.
Go hang out with Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, why not, right? Those are my boys. And Steve Lobel, those are my boys now. This is the beauty of doing shows like this.
When Steve Lobel comes up to Toronto for the OVO Fest, Lori and Cher will be with him.
That's right. We're going to take pictures. Hello. And that's what's so cool about doing a show like this is the opportunity, and I'm going to pull it back to a social media and a social networking and personal branding perspective, is the fact that you can build your network by inviting people into your network. Real networking is all about building relationships and talking about people and finding out about what they do and seeing how you can help them. And this show, the nature and the spirit of this show has been all about that. And as a result, we've got to expand our reach. We've got to expand our networks into new areas and create new friends, or social friends at least. And I think that's been amazing. And I think it's such a huge benefit for creating a show like this. And I mean, anybody can do it. There are some really good ones and some not so good ones as we've been on the hunt trying to find other shows like ours that we can be inspired from. But anybody can do this and build it as a brand tool.
And the other thing that I want to say is, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported the Lori and Cher show. For the guests, I mean, we've literally had, we've had close to 50 guests with all the hot topic panelists that we've had come on, with all the guests that have come on. I mean, sometimes we had more than one guest. So it's awesome that people took the time to come hang out with us for an hour. But then I think of people on Twitter who always was there. I mean, Political Jones, hello, he's always tweeting us. Sydney Foote, she was always out there tweeting us. And then everyone on Facebook
Allison,
was always there.
Melissa Bessie,
Doina, Allison, yeah.
Exactly. So
Patricia Gomez, another one, watched us all the way in Paris, the only English programming she said she'd watch while she was visiting there. How awesome is that?
No, it is awesome. So, just thanking all those people who supported us. Sasha, did we say Sasha?
Oh, yeah, no, we didn't say Sasha, and Kay. Yeah. And, there's been so many people who's just out there watching and supporting, and we appreciate you all if we've not said your name, but we really do, and your tweets, your comments, just talking to us on Facebook, we so appreciate that. And
Chris. We'll also say Chris.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Chris Ramirez is always liking our stuff. Yeah, which is great. And Jason Monroe. So that's awesome, too.
Of course, we have to thank Joy. She was working with us, for a couple of episodes as well. So we want to just thank her as well. So that's good. But let's just change things up, guys, because we have to talk about what we're doing this summer.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, I know you wanted to not do this part, but I don't care. I'm going to do it. Lori hates our logo evolution. So we started with this one right here, and then we moved along to this one, and then to our current one. But this is all in one season, which is insane. But I just want to share that with you, that in the sense that it's all a work in progress at the end of the day. And this is advice to people who are thinking about Hangouts and that it's going to grow with time, and you're going to change it, and it's okay. You will learn, you will grow, you will build, you will change, and that's all about life. So yeah, I just wanted to show that and share that with you guys, that it's all about change. We're learning new things, trying new things, right, Lori?
Absolutely. And Cher, by the way, she does all our graphics, if you didn't know. So she always handles all of that stuff before this show. So thank you to her, because it's a lot of work, and it's been a learning process for her, and she hacks her way into making these graphics and making it all come together on the technical side of the Lori and Cher show. So thanks to you, Miss Cher.
And thanks to you, Miss Lori, for all the reaching out that you've been doing. I know this is like a pat ourselves on the back show, but you know,
High fives around.
I mean, when you're putting together our rundowns, when you're contacting our guests, when you're making things happen, when you're answering our guests' questions, and a lot of them, like you said, Adriel, a lot of them don't know what the heck a Hangout is at first, and then they're addicted after. They're like, this is the best ever, but they didn't know coming in. So Lori's, you know, holding that fort down, and then you, Adriel. But first, Lori, thank you for your side and your contribution, your production side of this, and really pulling it together. You've been awesome, and we seem to complement each other really well, and I do appreciate all of your work that you put into this.
Thank you.
And so Adriel, but we can't forget our cute little Adriel.
What's his name today on Twitter?
Oh my gosh.
Yasser Arafat.
Yes, every day. Every day Adriel is changing his name on Twitter, but he's one to follow. First Class Smiley. You got to follow this guy. He's awesome. He's definitely going somewhere. He's a radio and television grad. He's working on his thing, or he's going through the program right now, and he has been working forever. We work, and that's your hashtag too, my friend, and we appreciate all your work and your enthusiasm for the show.
No problem, guys.
Awesome. Okay, let's kick it off into what we're doing this summer. We have some summer plans. We're actually going to step away from the whole Hangout on Air, or they call it HOA for short. And we're going to step away for the most part this summer. And we are coming out with a vlog series. If you don't know, that's like a video blog series. That's going to be released a new episode every week. And that is going to be called Lori and Cher TNT, which stands for
Try New Things.
Don't sound so excited.
Exactly.
I am risk averse. I don't like new things.
Okay, so this is really, Cher is a creature of habit. She is going to go to a restaurant and order the same thing over and over again. She won't try anything new. She will push up her face on a lot of things and be like, I can't do that. Well, in this whole series that we're going to do this summer, which is all going back to the reason why we started Hacking Into Awesome, it was to be exposed to people doing awesome things, and it was supposed to be to branch out and discover new things. So that's what we're going to do this whole summer. So make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Say like our Facebook page to make sure that you stay abreast of what we're doing, because we're going to do some interesting things. And I'm telling you, I was trying to book Cher for our first thing. I'm not even going to tell her what it is, but I was trying to book Cher for the first one of these episodes that we're doing, and she's trying to dodge the bullet. Like, I mean, hello.
Wonder Woman powers.
Anyway, so that is the one thing that we're doing. So everyone, Adriel will be also joining us for some of our adventures. Adriel, are you excited about this?
I'm scared of some stuff like Cher.
I don't like new things. I don't like new things.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm just a boy.
You guys decided to join. You decided you decided to go along with this whole thing. So you guys just need to put the big girl panties on. The big boy feet, and
it's like we're in the fraternity.
I know. By the end of the summer, we'll be branded with some sort of badge of honor or brand of honor after this, man. It's crazy.
Cher, let's talk about the other show that we'll be doing.
Yes, as far as let's see here. We'll also be doing a series called, for those of you who watch some of our episodes, you've seen the fact that we've had round tables talking about hot topics, and you know I love me some hot topics. So we're going to do a few HOAs this summer, maybe one or two a month, and it's all about hot topics. So we're calling it Lori and Cher Talk Back Live, and we are always looking for guests to join us on our hot topic panels, and it's always going to be these Talk Back Live episodes are going to be all about hot topics and things that are happening. We want to get your opinion and your comment on, kind of like a round table, but all just hot topics, baby. So you're going to definitely want to join us for that. If you want to be a hot topics panelist, hit us up at loriandcher.com/guest, because we want to hear from you. Hit us up on the Facebook page as well, because hot topics are fun, right, Lori?
Exactly. And then also we wanted to talk about our last thing that we're going to be doing this summer. We'll have some other videos that we'll be posting on our Facebook page. But the other thing that we will be doing is a lot of people ask us, you know, we've met a lot of people in the Google Plus HOA community, people who've come up to us and say, like, how do you guys even do HOAs? So Cher and I are going to be doing a bunch of videos on, you know, how to be to produce a show like this, how to be a good HOA guest. So stay tuned for that as well. If you're interested in maybe, you know, doing a one-off show, or you have a business where, you know, HOAs could really give you the exposure that you want, then make sure you stay tuned for these kind of educational videos, because I think after doing 22 episodes, you know, hour-long episodes, I don't want to say that we're experts, but we definitely know the lay of the land pretty well, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, when you think about it, this is, if you're interested in doing something like this is your way to accelerate and awesome hacking basically into what we've done, because you don't need to make the same mistakes we did. There are some resources out there, but we want to make, you know, resources to create an entertaining, awesome show, and we know how to do it now. So stay tuned.
All right, so let's just talk about 2 awesome hacks. You know, this is what it is. We're always hacking into our awesome, and Cher and I are always on the hunt for guests that are awesome, but we're also on the hunt for things that will make our life and our business easier. So we wanted to share 2 awesome hacks with you.
That's right. And I'll start off with the first one. And I get a lot of people, especially in the social world, you know, we're trying to be as efficient as possible. And ever since Twitter and Instagram broke up, people were really, really sad, because now if they wanted to have a picture on Instagram, their Instagram picture on Twitter, it would either show as a link or they have to upload it separately. But no more, my friends. There's something called If This Then That, and what this will do, you can connect your accounts to it, and you can simply, by pressing that button, use recipe. Anytime you upload a photo to Instagram, it will upload the same photo as a tweet, not a link, to Twitter. So then this is automatic. So this, for a lot of people, especially if you're building more of an Instagram following, you take more pictures on Instagram, you can share the love on Twitter with If This Then That. So there's the address, ifttt.com, recipes. Just look that up and you will find it. And of course, we'll share the link down below as well.
Perfect. The awesome hack that I have been doing, because I, for my business, have decided to take things online, and I've been blogging, and one of the things that I have absolutely fallen in love with, because I have 0 graphic design skills, I couldn't do what Cher does on PowerPoint and all that, but one of the things that I really, really love is this new service called Canva. If you know Guy Kawasaki, he's like the chief evangelist or something like that for this company that's based in Australia, I believe. And I've actually been making graphics. See, this on the screen is some of the graphics that I've been doing for my real estate business.
Whoa.
And
aren't they
it's
awesome? She's doing great.
Yeah, it's just taking, and I have no graphic design skills whatsoever, but it's so easy. It's just drag and drop, you know, using the fonting that they have to create things. So if you are thinking about blogging and you need to put, you know, graphics or infographics or, you know, whatever you want to update your Facebook cover page or your Google Plus page, you go to Canva. They have a lot of preset stuff already, and I really love that. The other thing that I want to say, if you are thinking about blogging, and especially blogging for business, one of the awesome things that I have found that's really, really easy is using my iPhone and using the microphone function and actually speaking my blogs into the microphone. Sometimes I spend like an hour or 2 and I have a whole bunch of topics and I just start rambling them off, and then I go in, I put them into my WordPress blog, and then I just edit them. But I have found that I can, in one sitting, I can do a ton of different blogs, and it just allows me to actually execute the blogs that I want. So just a time saver.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, definitely because she's recording and then it goes from the speech to text. So that's the way she's able to just pull it off. And I mean, Adriel, I can imagine even for homework or anything like that, you could start rhyming off some essays like that just one time from your phone to your computer, just like that. So it's definitely something that I plan to implement this summer because I think that is like the awesome hack of the century, just being able to speak your blogs into existence. And then going back with Canva and creating some great graphics to go along with it. So
Absolutely.
I'm loving that.
It sounds like magic.
Yes, it
Okay,
is magic.
Okay, so there's this last thing before we wrap the show for season 1. You are already amazing. Now, this book by Holly Girth, we have to say that we literally have tried to put this on the show for maybe about 8 episodes. But we always run out because we're having these really awesome conversations with our guests. But we wanted to get this on.
Yes, definitely. I mean, this poor book, every time it's like, if you watch the end of our episodes, you'll see me skipping through and like skipping all these slides that we have just in case, because you never know how an interview is going to go, and that's one of the things we'll be teaching in our course is about being ready and being ready for whatever. So you look at this and yeah, so this poor little book, it's an awesome book. Read it over the summer, add it to your success library, and join us in the fall, and maybe we'll actually talk about it.
Yes, because this book is all about embracing who you are, becoming who God created you to be. So it's a short little quick read, and if you need like something to add to your summer reading list, this is the book to do.
Indeed. So that is it, my friends. My friends, Adriel, Lori, season 1. We're talking about wrapping it up. Have a great summer. We have lots of stuff planned. We have lots of stuff to share you. Another side. So we've got the interview side down pat. You guys know us. And we're coming back for season 2 as far as Hacking into Awesome is concerned. But, you know, we've got Talkback Live. We've got our vlogging. And we've got some really good ideas. We're going to see not just me get uncomfortable, because I got plans for Lori too, and then also just stuff about, you know, life and the things that we love and the things we like to try. So it's going to be awesome. I'm ready for it. Lori, you ready?
I'm ready. You know I'm ready.
I know you're ready. Adriel, you ready?
Born ready.
Bone ready. All right. Well, this is it, Laura.
Yeah, that was the wrap for season 1. Thank you to everyone that's watching and everyone who supported us, and any new followers or anyone who wants to start liking or watching our stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will see you guys in season 2, closer to the fall when we come back for our premiere.
Absolutely. And, of course, in the meantime, we are on the hunt already, because you think we're just sitting down chilling for summer? Hell no. We are already working. One of the reasons for the break is to get season 2 all lined up. So we are on the hunt for awesomeness. Check us out, loriandcher.com/guest. Apply if you want to come on season 2, and we'll let you know, and we'll get back to you. And, yeah, we are always on the hunt for awesomeness. So thank you again. We really appreciate you guys and watching and being so supportive.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.